Welcome to the GTM Loop. I'm Angie Milano, and this is
Holly Glowaty. And we are talking about how to build go-to-market strategies that actually work. We're giving you real stories, real tactics, and conversations that help you sell it, keep it, and grow it. So welcome to episode 3.
episode 3.
I know.
It's so exciting.
I love it. So on the last episode, we talked about sales leads.
Sales leads, lead gen, demand gen, the whole thing.
The whole thing. So we thought it'd be a good idea to talk about the things that we use and love that help us with that. So we're going to get a little tactical, I think, for this episode.
Yeah.
All right. So awesome. So, all right. Let's talk about, I guess, all the different things. Yeah.
Like, what should your tech stack look like?
Exactly.
It's evolved. It's evolving constantly.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so let's start with like the very basics. A good CRM.
Yes.
Right? You need that. If please, do not build your CRM and use it you can start in a spreadsheet to get all your contact info. Got to upload it somehow, but you cannot run
a sales not a process, not a motion, not a funnel, not nothing. You can't run that, not effectively, and be able to spot what's coming.
No, you can't do it out of that. So there's so many cool CRMs out there today and like tools that then integrate with that CRM. So you are just missing the boat entirely if you think a spreadsheet can do it. The other thing I would say before we launch into our favorite ones would be, I have actually had this happen. People will build different orgs internally.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'll use like different CRMs because we all come with our favorites. Like I get that. Like I know what I love.
Yeah.
I know what I know how to use.
I know what I'm like, I don't want to deal with this.
Yes. But sometimes you have to it up and do it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So do not be running these things separately if you're in one org. It's not going to work.
It's silly. And I think the other big piece, especially when it comes to CRM, if and whenever possible, if your CRM can handle the work of both marketing and sales.
Oh, yes.
It goes right back to what we were saying in the last episode. Unite those orgs.
Yes.
And nothing unites it better than a shared piece of technology where you can both track.
Oh my gosh.
Attribute.
Yes.
And sorry.
I know. We said it.
And score all the way through in one place.
Oh, I agree.
It has to be done.
It has to be done. Okay. Let's talk about picking a CRM.
The suspects. So I've heard everything from we use a spreadsheet to we had an employee in the past and made us build our CRM in an Airtable.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you do that? I don't know.
I've had that. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
To the old standby of Salesforce. I personally don't love that one. I think it's too big for a lot of
fintechs, it's just too big.
It's too big. It's too clunky.
Yeah.
The one that I love and use all the time is HubSpot.
Yep.
And the reason I love it is because it integrates into everything, has its own built-in intent data now that you can track. So there's a bunch of stuff you can do right in one place, and then your entire marketing org could work off of it.
Oh, it's so good.
So there's no reason not to.
I totally see that. Right now, as an independent consultant, I love Streak.
Oh, yeah.
It lives inside of Gmail. I can do I can do all sorts of things with it that just help me automate so much of my process.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need anything huge. And, maybe I'm having someone kind of like hop on projects with me here and there. So Streak has been like one of my favorites for many, many years. So that is absolutely what I use. I've also used, there's a few that I've used in the past that I've enjoyed as well that are like just not so bloated.
Yeah, right. They don't have as many pieces of functionality.
Yes. So
functionality again.
I know. Features, functionality. But okay, so when you're picking a CRM, I think there's a few things to think about.
Mm-hmm.
One, size of team.
Yes.
So if you're a small team and
need a behemoth solution
no
to run your shop.
You just don't.
You just need the basic things. You need to be able to create a forecast, reporting, add your leads in there, track where they are, unite the contacts, make sure that you're able to really at one glance view where you are.
Yes.
How many leads do you have versus how many do you need? How are your deals progressing through your funnel? How close are you getting to the end?
Yep.
Ideal would be to have a lot of the success things built in.
Yeah, I agree.
but not necessarily a consideration, especially if you have a lower budget.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I always like to think about is like a lot of these larger companies, I know HubSpot for sure does, they have a startup discount.
Yes.
So ask about that.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Make sure that you're getting the pricing that fits your budget, because the tech stack, especially a lot of things we're going to talk about today, they will eat away
Oh my
at
gosh.
your monthly spend.
Yes.
Because they're so like, to build an entire demand gen, if you go top of line and buy every single thing that you need, it's probably a good $2,000 a month.
It can be easily.
Yeah.
Easily you can get there.
Exactly.
You know, and a lot of times you're paying for seats, right? So
Exactly.
staying on top of, like, let's say you do buy 2 seats for 1 month. Okay, fine. But like, make sure you're on top of it if you don't need it.
Right.
You know,
Don't need it. Yeah.
and that's the thing. A lot of this stuff is built for enterprise.
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
So
like that's Salesforce has great tools, but it's built for enterprise teams.
it is. And I think, like, you know, just you can graduate into it eventually. But for the most part, I'd say you're going to find a lot of great options out there.
Yeah. There's Adio that looks a lot and feels a lot like how Notion does.
Oh, yeah.
Used to using Notion, you can build out a lot of the same stages and it feels very familiar. So that's a good option that I think is probably a little bit. There's Zoho.
Oh yeah, Zoho's a big one that I feel like a lot of people have used for many years. I am blanking on the name of one that I used for a while, and it's going to come to me like while we're talking about something else. I'm just going to shout out a name, so just get ready. But like, there's, you know, I know some people. I think anything where it feels like a spreadsheet and then doesn't connect to another thing, it's not a good solution.
Exactly.
It needs to integrate. You have to think about, what do you want your CRM to build into? And I think that's the next thing. You can have services that help you build it into something else. I know you were talking about, do you say Zapier or Zapier?
I think it's Zapier. I don't know.
But I heard people say Zapier.
I say lots of things wrong.
I know. I'm like, I always say Zapier because I'm like, Zap, it's happening.
Zap.
So,
well, there's zaps.
Yes.
Builder zaps.
Yeah. So I think that's what it is. But like, that's a great solution.
That's
a lot of the
my
time.
favorites, because it handles so many different things.
Yep.
So Zapier can help you build a target list that's coming from your audience. So I have it where anyone who visits my website automatically gets put into almost like a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And then I have it run against criteria for my ICP, and then it goes into my HubSpot.
Love that.
I have it set up to my form. So if somebody fills out an online form, there's an autoresponder that I wrote. And then if they pass the qualifications that I feel are worthy, then they get access to my calendar link. I lock down my calendar link because otherwise my calendar owns me and I don't like that.
Yeah.
So that one I use all the time. They also have like digital AI agents.
That's nice.
They have a little chatbot thing that you can configure. It integrates with HubSpot.
Yeah.
It's the go-between between LinkedIn and HubSpot.
Yeah.
So I can't say enough good things about it. I feel like I heard somebody say before, if you have to do something twice that's painful, automate it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Zapier's tagline should be. That's what it does.
If you're listening, Angie's
heard it from me.
Angie's here to hire. She does consult. I love that. And in the age of AI, let's be real, there are so many things that you can be automating or giving to AI to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we don't all realize how much we're using AI anymore, but you know, between Claude, ChatGPT, Copilot, I've actually really enjoyed. And then, you know, so using that to like automate a lot of things or just help me speed up my processes.
Yeah.
That's been really big.
And for content creation, one thing that I'm obsessed with is if I do a piece of long form content, because I do a lot of writing, so I have a bunch of articles, and if I participate in a panel or I have a discussion, I actually put the transcript inside ChatGPT.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And I tell it to pull out my best moments.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes there's only like one or two that comes out, but
that's okay. That's all you need.
Exactly. Then I put them all in a spreadsheet. I save it as a CSV file. And then if you go into Canva and you have a little template, you can actually link that file to your Canva and it creates a bunch of little tiles. And so now I can create 4 or 5 different posts using my own words.
Yes.
And it's automated.
I love it.
So that's like an easy unlock. And that's what I'm saying about all the things working with each other. You actually could automate finding the quotes from your transcripts directly in Zapier. So every time you do that. But basically it's thinking, I no longer have to sit in Canva and create all those graphics.
That's awesome.
It does it for me.
That's such a good tip. Yeah.
So it's stuff like that is where I think we all need to be thinking about. And I feel like there's so many tools out there.
Yeah.
The big one that I've been thinking about a lot, and I've spent way too many hours on Clay.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I probably have it. Well, no, wait, I don't have it open on my computer, but
oh my God. It's so, and there's 2 different Clays.
Oh yes. Cause we were talking about that.
Yes. So there's the Clay that's like almost like an assistant that helps you with your inbox and your content management for like your personal connections. And then there's Clay that helps with creating lists and cleaning the lists and lookalikes and all that stuff. You're writing webhooks and things like that. Spent so much time. But the delta of what it's for is to capture intent.
Yes.
So instead of cold outreach, it's intent led. And then you're plugging in things like, and I never say it right, RB2B or RB2B, whatever it is. But when people come to your website and it lets you know who they are, you could actually build out your entire ICP inside there and then validate whether that person passes muster. And then it goes into your CRM. So I have that set up. There's another one called Vector that does amazing things. There's lookalike audiences.
Yes.
And you funnel it all through Clay. But the lookalike thing is fueled by Ocean.io.
Okay.
Which you can create your ICP and all kinds of lists inside there that are lookalikes based on your customers. It's the idea of, I don't want to call it attribution. It's intent led so that every conversation is kind of warm. Like, warmish.
Yes, but that's good. That's like a much better starting point. And that's kind of what we're talking about is like, there are tools out there now and you have to stop and take the time to learn them.
Yeah.
And because I totally get how, I mean, we've all been there. Like you just, you get wrapped up in the work and you're like, well, I know how to do this. I can do. But it's sort of like when we've talked about like not training your staff, your team, like for like selling. Well, you also need to stop and train your tools and get them in a place where they're really, really useful and you will thank yourself later because then you can scale. You can take on more revenue generating work versus being like, well,
I have to create these posts.
Exactly. Like doing all this takes, so long. Yeah. So one of the other things I really like using is, and this is hardware and software. So you've seen me, it's around here somewhere. My Plod pin.
Yes. I'm going to get one of those.
I love it because, so Plod, Plaud, everyone always has me spell it. I can record notes. And it'll like it'll do a really good transcription.
That's awesome.
And then it will also summarize. And then you can pay for other services with it as well, depending upon what your needs are. But like, it just saves me so much time because, for instance, I can be driving in the car and I can just speak like what I want my next post to be.
Right.
Or
to your intern.
Exactly.
Whatever it is that you want them to do.
Exactly. So it's just really nice to be able to do that. And then now I also have like an audio recording if I ever want to turn it into, say, a podcast or want it to be, but there's all these little things that I can then take from it. And so it's a little piece of hardware, but it's also the software that makes it really nice. And it's the best, I think the most accurate transcription I've had.
Okay.
Transcribing is hard, but it's such a time saver.
Well, I mean, we talked about it earlier. We talked about note takers.
Yes.
And that's huge shift.
Oh my God.
And I mean, yes, it is funny when you join a call and there's like 50 note takers. You're like, what's happening here? Sometimes my note taker will join even if I can't.
Yes.
If I forget to turn it off.
Oh, I know.
Sometimes intentional, sometimes not.
Totally.
But the thing that's nice about it is that it flows back into, if it's connected, it flows back into other systems. So like I mean, I was professing my love for HubSpot already, so everybody knows that, but I use that for everything. And one of the things that I wanted to point out is if you're using Zoom, if you're using HubSpot, if you're using all these other tools, they have now built in calendaring. They've built in note taking.
They have.
So it's nice to do an evaluation of where your tech stack is at.
Yes.
Because you might be spending on something that you don't need because now your core, your CRM just added that functionality.
It's true.
And it's good to revisit and make sure that all the tools you have are actually being used and there isn't something that's built into something you already pay for that you don't need. The other thing is for people like us who are working as consultants and advisors, when you have to manage more than one calendar.
Oh man.
Absolute favorite thing is Calendar Bridge.
Oh.
You can
I'm learning. Hold on. What now?
Share your calendar with your other calendar.
Oh, that's nice.
So now it aggregates very at the top level what your availability is, even if you're managing 2-3 calendars.
Oh, see, that's nice. Okay.
So that's the one I'll never get rid of, even though yes, technically my CRM has a calendaring function.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that.
Yeah. It's sort of like I love Calendly.
Yeah. I love
Calendly and all the built-in things I can do and for different events or whatever it is for a different client. So I love Calendly. I will always use it. And I just love that you can embed available times in your email. Because the amount of time I spent being I'm free Tuesday. Okay. But then hold on, they're in
retrograde.
They're in this time zone. And oh my gosh.
I hate that.
I know. So I love that. Honestly, I love the G Suite for so many things because it's just all there and it's part of what I'm paying for.
Have it. Yeah. We're paying for that. You might as well use it.
And I know it's difficult sometimes when you're working with financial institutions. Sometimes they lock that down. So you do have to have workarounds for it, I think, if you're going to be working with FIs. So, sure. But then you kind of just, it's for file sharing and whatever.
It's for file sharing. There's settings you can set up in your Gmail that make it more secure. That it is accepted by banks and credit firewalls. So there's a bunch of stuff you can do with the tools that are available to you in your budget. It just sometimes takes a little bit of extra configuration.
I agree.
But we're good at that. That's what we do.
That's what we do. I think the other thing is don't be afraid to hire out.
Yes.
For the things that you're not good at.
Yes.
Absolutely. Get an accountant if accounting is not your jam, right? I love my business insurance guy. Bob Smith is the best.
Bob Smith.
He's the best. I love him.
Shout out to Bob Smith.
Bob Smith, if you're in Illinois and you need business insurance, Bob Smith's your guy.
That's awesome.
So not a platform, but an amazing human. And then but who says that? Who's I love my business or business insurance?
Business insurance.
Who says that? I do all the time.
Lawyer, attorney. I love my attorney.
Yeah. See? So we have all these so don't forget about great people who can help you because while we have talked about AI, it has its limits.
Of course. And I don't think you should be using it to run your entire
anything. Yeah. You should be editing anything. You should be double checking facts and stuff like that. You should be double checking that you don't have a hand that looks this, with 6 fingers. And, you know what I mean? It's just, I've seen some, I once thought I'd do. Now, look, I just got headshots done last week and they look what I've seen. They look awesome. Thank you, Ian. But I remember I did one of those AI headshot things. You guys, I had 3 rows of teeth.
It's terrifying.
It was my husband was please stop showing me these. He was this is really upsetting me.
There was somebody that I know in my network shared hers and it was so funny. It was I don't even know what it was. Didn't look anything like
no.
Just didn't try and follow inside her.
He's what is this? There's just so that's the other caution I think here is while there are a million tools, make sure they are good tools.
Good tools that you're inputting, that you're not using it to replace you and writing for you.
Yes.
It's definitely a pitfall.
It is. The other tool that I have always used is I rent my clothes.
Oh, I love that. I haven't done that yet.
Oh my God. I've always done Rent the Runway.
Mhm.
I love Rent the Runway. My sister swears by Newly.
Okay.
And I know there's other services out there, but it's such a time saver, especially for women.
No events.
Oh my gosh.
If
Yes.
you're speaking in an event,
Mhm.
because the odds that I'm gonna ever in my life outside of a speaking engagement wear a suit.
Yeah.
Because I look like a child, and in a suit I look like I'm wearing my mom's outfit. So I don't want to buy that. I don't want to spend money on that.
Yeah, exactly. So clothing rental.
Yeah.
It's so fun for me.
I'm
And
gonna have to do that.
it's such a good one. I love that. But yeah, those are kind of we just wanted to share a few of the platform services, great people
Yeah.
that we get to utilize.
Business consultants.
Exactly.
Accountants.
Consultants are also a great way to hack your process.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, these are just a few of the tools we love.
There's so many new ones constantly coming up.
Yep. We'll put links to everything in the show notes.
Yeah.
And then if you're seeing this on social media or something, we'll put them below.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, check them out. Find the tools you love and build processes around them.
Exactly.
It's sort of like when I consult with people, I'm like, you have a great team. Let's build processes that work for your team. So do the same for yourself, you know?
Exactly. And the tools that support your process. And the one thing I've found is that a lot of the newer tools,
Yeah.
because they're smaller companies, a lot of times you can get them on the phone to troubleshoot something.
Totally.
So like I worked with one that is called Freckle.io. It's like an alternative to Clay.
Oh.
I got on the phone with him because I couldn't figure part of the webhook I was trying to build. And so that happens.
That's so awesome.
So
okay. Well,
think through what you want to do, how you want to do it, and if you can automate it. That's kind of the takeaway.
That's how we close the loop on this episode, right there.
And that's not kind of the takeaway. That is
the takeaway.
My thing that I say all the time is kind of.
Oh, yeah. I know. We all have.
Kind of need to stop saying that. It's true.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap on episode 3. We'll see you guys next time on the GTM Loop.
Bye.
Bye.